Good afternoon. My name is Mike Flores. I have the honor of serving as the Chancellor of the Alamo College's district, and welcome to the inaugural view of A Seat at the Table. So this is actually live as we stream this through social media on your device. And so, I have the honor this afternoon actually speaking to two stellar individuals at Northwest Vista College. So we're at Live Oak Hall, and as you can tell from the backdrop, we are live outside. We're not on a set, and the intent is that we show you the vibrancy of our colleges, all 5 colleges within our family. And today, for this inaugural episode, we're going to have a little bit of a conversation, get to know a little bit more about 2 folks. Janice Castillo, who's actually an alumni from Northwest Vista College, and Nathaniel Castillo-Rodriguez, who's a current student at Northwest Vista College, and we're going to discuss both their journey in higher education and personally to get to this point, and then what next steps they have in their lives. And so I have a little bit, I have some questions for them, and I think we'll just kind of take it from there. So everybody may be a little nervous, but we're excited about this opportunity, and we look forward also to your feedback. We look forward to your questions, or an opportunity to do that. You could already have some questions, but we anticipate that you'll have questions related to our conversation this afternoon. So what I'm gonna do is really, this is about students first, and so we thought that we would talk with Janice and Nathaniel about just the impact that education has had on their lives, and the impact in particular of working with faculty and staff at Northwest Vista College. And so I'm going to begin with Janice, and you'll see why I'm going to start with Janice. But what was your motivation for pursuing higher education?
For pursuing higher education, it's when I was first of all getting my high school diploma and being around many educated women at Our Lady of the Lake. Mm-hmm. And then when I chose to come to Northwest Vista and had the welcoming with my 100 questions, sure. I know I was not cut off. So that welcoming and having an honor for me to be here, like to answer any questions that I had, because my vocabulary having to do with entering into a community college, I knew nothing of it. Financial aid. Have you applied for financial aid? I knew none of that vocabulary. So I'm just very thankful. Northwest Vista was welcoming, like I stated before, and I'm glad I did.
And so, so you arrived at Northwest Vista. Of course, faculty and staff very helpful in getting you through the enrollment process, ensuring you were all set up. The first step, and ensuring you were ready to go and take your courses. And then tell us a little bit about your journey here, semester after semester here at Northwest Vista College. What did that look like?
Okay, well, the first semester, I think it's mainly the first person I got introduced to enrollment, giving me my checklist, what needs to get done. Then the first professor having Dr. Fernando Martinez.
Okay,
that I will never forget. Just helping us, where he informs us that he was raised in the part of town that we were going to school at the time, which is y'all's campus on 40th Street and Old Highway 90.
So the WETC Center, the West Side Education and Training Center.
Correct. I'm glad that was where I had my first class with Dr. Fernandez, because if I actually didn't, I'm not sure if I would have continued with school. It probably would have been difficult because I'm the first generation non-traditional student.
Yes.
So I'm glad that the first step of enrollment, the staff here were very helpful, and then my first instructor, that till 10 years later I still remember his full name.
That's excellent. And then Dr. Martinez is in the community health program.
Correct.
Yes.
Here at Northwest Vista, it's either you get your certificate or you get your associate's degree.
Okay.
I started with the certificate.
Okay.
Then I continued with all the Texas core curriculum and got the associate's
Excellent.
degree.
And so you started first with the certificate, and then what made you decide, what catapulted you to say, you know what, I can go
I can do
onto
it.
I can do it.
Mm-hmm.
What was that? What did that look like?
It's just interacting with other students. We all come from different backgrounds, and it's just being socializing with each other, because we're all here for the same plan, education.
Yes.
The first thing is education. No one can take that away from you.
Yes.
So it's like I'm very thankful that I met other students that it's not age as well. There was some students coming right out of high school that were taking our courses with us, with myself, and then there was grandmothers and mothers. I'm like, you know what? We can all do it. All of us. It's not the age group either. Or did you finish high school, or you're traditional or non-traditional? Anyone can do it. And
Excellent.
just having that belief,
Yes.
that's what made me where I am today.
All right. Well, good. And what does today look like? So what are you involved in right now, Janice?
Today, I am currently employed with the Alamo Community Colleges.
Okay.
I graduated with undergrad, and
Okay.
I'm continuing with grad school.
Okay. So you have your associate's degree, then your
Associate
bachelor's
and
degree
bachelor's degree.
in
It's math and science and minor in sociology.
a minor in sociology, and then you're looking at graduate school in what field?
In the education.
In the education field. Okay. And you mentioned you were a first generation college student.
Correct.
First went to Wetsy and then ended up here at Northwest Vista College. You did your undergraduate
At Texas A&M San Antonio.
okay, and you're looking at graduate school at
Texas A&M San
as well,
Antonio.
Texas A&M San Antonio. Excellent. Thank you very much. And so I had mentioned in the introduction that it was Janice Castillo, and then we're also joined by Nathaniel, and
Yes.
so Castillo, right? Nathaniel Castillo-Rodriguez, and so tell us about what that means. So Janice is who?
Janice? Oh, it's my mom.
Yes. All right.
And so I guess they couldn't agree upon whether I should be a Castillo-Rodriguez, Castillo or Rodriguez.
That's
So
good. You have the
it's
best of both worlds.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, the powerful name. Well, that's what I've heard. At least that's what my hairdresser tells me.
Okay, good. All right. So Nathaniel, tell us a little bit about, the impact. So your mother mentioned as a first-generation college student, and so what were some of your impressions watching your mom go to college? What were some of the takeaways that you had as part of that, as part of her early journey?
So watching my mom go to college, it was more in an actual literal sense because I would also be with her in her classes, which I found kind of interesting. I mean, I never really paid attention to the lectures, but I did see her, and I saw their group conversation, and I just saw how she had that ambition in her to keep going. She would like come from work, and I'd go to school. She'd pick me up, and since she was a single mother, either if I wasn't able to be with my grandma, then I would go to class with her, and I would just be there, just like doing my homework while she was like in her class, and so seeing that. That kind of gave me a lot of hope to like say like, oh, I can do this, like there are more than like everyone like has second chances, and that was my mom's second chance, which I really liked.
That's fantastic. So you were a witness to your mom's journey then, in a sense, right? Just her successes, sometimes some challenges, but definitely her perseverance along the way. One of the questions, and my understanding is that you were valedictorian in your high school, right? You were in the top 8% with SAT scores. And so looking at your credentials coming out of high school, what made you decide to come to Northwest Vista?
So personally, I'm a very analytical thinker, so I got pros and I got cons. And so for like the list that I made for the universities, I saw Alamo Community College, the district, which I had a lot of comfort with because I knew my mom went there and I would go to class with her, and she put me in a lot of like organizations here, for example, like the like Lego robotics or like the game development or game design, and then like this STEM program. And so I had a lot of comfort with the Alamo district colleges, and I had friends who also went like 2 years before me, and so I would hang out with them at the colleges and stuff like that. But the reason I think I chose was besides the cost affordability, besides the teacher to student ratio, which I love, like, oh my gosh, it's amazing. Like I can literally just like talk to my physics teacher like right after class, and like he's just there, and he's like willing to help me with anything I have, and same with my math. But and besides that, and besides like the ease and like the I guess the distance from me, and like it's still being in my hometown. I think I chose it mostly just because I saw the students. Like I would go on social media and I'd see students from UTSA and they're just tired and they're just like, oh, I hate my classes, like I don't want to go to school today. And I didn't want that. I would see my mom when she would come out of class and she just felt refreshed and she felt like she had just gotten like this whole like brand new like mindset, like wow, like everything she learned there, it just like it showed on her face, and that's what I wanted. I know I wanted that, and so that's why I chose this system.
Well, good. So your mother had mentioned Dr. Martinez, right, from the Community Health Worker Program. You came from high school, very academically capable student. You've had a great experience here at Northwest Vista.
Yes, definitely.
Is there a professor, or is there an academic advisor, or is there an individual that that really has been pivotal at the Northwest Vista campus, in addition to your mom, who's been pivotal in really helping you along the way, that you'd like to give a shout out to, maybe? I didn't mean to put you on the spot, but...
Yeah, so I'm trying to think. So there's two professors actually, and they're both my math professors. So I have there's Professor Manuel Escobar, and he actually created the math intensive major class, and it's kind of the class that I kind of left early, but like he was like, I told him why, and he was like, he understood, and he's just a great teacher, and like I built a great rapport with him over like the past 2 years, and so I really enjoy him, and I enjoy his class, and he's just a genuine guy. And then Amy Collins as well, she's just a genuine, like, she cares about you understanding rather than just getting the answers.
And Professor Collins is in
she's math as well.
Math as well, yeah. So both in math. And so your mother is an alumni, so she's on to pursue her master's degree. And so what's the next step in your higher education journey? What does that look like based upon your quality education here at Northwest Vista?
So being in these math classes, I knew in high school I always loved math, but I was really indecisive. But being in their classes and seeing them what they do, I realized that I would want to become a math professor. And so hopefully that's like in the extremely long run, because I still need to get my master's and my doctorate. But I'm hoping to transfer to Georgetown University in Washington D.C.
Say that again. I'm sorry. You're hoping to transfer where?
Georgetown.
Georgetown,
Washington. University in Washington.
Right.
Yeah. And I wanted, so I'm like right now I'm just a major in mathematics, and I'm actually thinking about picking up a minor in political science.
Okay.
Mostly because thanks to you, like through the speeches that I was giving and everything, people would come up to me and they said, I don't think you're just gonna be a math professor. Like there's so much more you can do. And so I think I really love education, and I want to be a representative of my city and just like really help the education in San Antonio, and like which would be like in Texas, because like our education system, I guess it's like ranked really low. So I don't know. I really want to be like a power force in that, and I want to bring education to San Antonio.
Excellent. So you'll be a change agent, have an impact as an individual, as a professional on education in our community. You see that going through Georgetown, building on your quality experience here, and then majoring in mathematics at Georgetown, and political science you mentioned, and then going to graduate school. And so you'll decide what that, after I guess 2 years, right? Hopefully in the East Coast, then you'll see what that looks like, and if you come back home, or if you go to another part of the United States, or stay there in the East Coast.
Probably go back home. Like I love San Antonio.
Okay.
Yeah, like there's so much that I want to do here that like I feel like I can impact like the city in just a big way, and like I just want to take everything that I've learned from there and then just come back and like see what I can do.
All right. Well, I think one of the nice things, and having been at one of the colleges at Palo Alto College for 19 years, and now I think having the opportunity to visit all the colleges and the centers, like the Westside Education and Training Center within our family, are just the resources that we have available to students, the support we provide to faculty and staff. I just wanted to ask, are there things that you found, services that you found that were helpful? Are there recommendations, if we have students watching us, are there recommendations that you think students should take advantage of? Services that maybe here at NBC, right? Or maybe at one of the other colleges based upon your experience? What would you all think?
Well, me personally, first, I loved VIA, and then
Okay.
I love. This was years ago, but then I love how we no longer need the semester sticker.
Right.
Y'all actually connected
Yes.
with VIA Trends.
Yes.
So I'm glad because I personally used the bus to come
Excellent.
to school.
Good.
So I would say any student, if you're not aware of it, see what's out there. Ask other students. Sometimes when you're a student, I was there. You don't check your email regularly,
Sure, sure.
so that was very
Excellent.
helpful to get to school.
So ease of accessible, dependable transportation.
Correct.
And so for individuals watching us, as Ms. Castillo mentioned, there was a semester semester sticker that you would have to have on your student ID. Now, in a partnership with VIA, we're providing that to all of our 60,000 plus students, as well as 5,000 faculty and staff, to be able just to show your ID and provide that. So excellent. Transportation is definitely a challenge for a lot of folks within our community, but it's an opportunity, especially with this VIA partnership. So Nathaniel, what's a word of advice as far as a service or something that you've utilized at Northwest Vista, or perhaps one of the other services within our family?
So there's actually a lot. Like, all you have to do is just take like one day of like an EDUC class, and they just I love the class. When I first came, I know my mom came here, and I had a great comfort with everything, and I felt like I felt like I knew a lot. But like that EDUC class just opened up my mind to what the Alamo District Colleges has to offer. For example, like each department has a lab, and so there's an English lab, there's a math lab, which I currently work at. Like, I'm a math tutor, and
Excellent.
then there's even like a writing lab for classes that aren't English, but that
Yes.
still need papers, like for your history or like your humanities or philosophy. So the labs are really great, and the tutors there, they know what they're doing, which is really great. They one thing, I've never really needed it, but they do have like counselors here. And I'm not talking about advisors, which the advisors are really great, and I like how they kind of they personally email you like, hey, you need to do you mind if you can schedule like an advising appointment?
Yes.
And so that's a really great service. But like, there's counselors who actually can help with like your emotional health or your mental health,
Excellent.
which is really good, just in case if you ever have like an extreme like anxiety attack just during classes, which I've never really heard that they have that at any other colleges. But there's that, and I mean, there's a gym at each college, which
Yes.
is great, which also
Yes.
is great for physical health. And like, there's study abroad that they have.
Yes.
There's a lot of internships that are available like everywhere. Like Northwest Vista, I know, and like colleges in the Alamo District colleges, like the sister colleges, they all have like transfer college days, where colleges
Yes.
just come here instead of us having to go to colleges. Colleges come to us, and we can just walk around and then get information, which is a great service. There is, I'm trying to think. I know there's one more. Internships, but
Yes.
like in a certain way where like the colleges work with other companies that are in San
Yes,
Antonio,
exactly.
and other
Good.
colleges in San Antonio. For example, there's an internship that I'm going to apply for over the summer. That it's a research internship where we work
yes.
with UTSA, and you are there in the summer, and like you work with the PI, and they kind of help you with whatever your major is, and which is like amazing, because like it's not just for like mechanical engineering, it's for any STEM major, which is
Right.
great. And so I feel like there's so many services that I could
that's
just
excellent.
keep going on and on about.
Well, I think our, as you both emphasized, is really just the wealth, the amount of services that are available. I think to highlight to students, as you all know, and I'm sure that you encouraged peers and others to take advantage of those services, because they are free. They're supported at each one of the colleges. They're part of tuition. So whether that's the tutoring or learning centers, the library, additional opportunities that are available. So I want to thank you both for highlighting those services. And our most recent which is VIA. You had mentioned, Nathaniel, as part of the process, looking and applying at different universities for transfer. So one of the things is, in particular, in looking at Georgetown, how seamless was that process in looking at transfer opportunities? And did anybody assist you here on campus? Were there conversations with your advisor or anything else?
I don't know what her position is, but I know she has helped me with a lot of like she's helped me with scholarships. Oh, which is another great thing about another student service that like there's scholarships available. But her name is Judy Camargo, and she helped me with Manuel Escobar, which is my teacher. She helped him kind of write the essay, the recommendation letter for me, because he's like his first language is I'm pretty sure Spanish, and so she just helped him with that. And she also told me who to talk to, which was Russell Frohart, which was the dean, and it was really easy. It was really easy to just like come out to him and just ask him like, I'm going to transfer to this college, and they're going to need your like your information, and they're going to need like the letter of recommendation from you as well. And so he helped me with that like in a day, which was like amazing. I'm considering like he's a dean of a college. And then just transferring like the transcripts, I didn't really have to take care of anything. It just like the colleges worked with each other, and then that was just good to go. And so and like just to UTSA was even a whole lot easier, because I'm pretty sure UTSA works with Vista and other colleges, Alamo colleges a lot, and then a lot of the like St. Mary's was easy as well. The only thing I'm pretty sure that I have to do on my part is essays, but from there that it's the ease of transferring is easy.
It's easy. So related to transfer, one of the things I wanted to highlight is what we call tags, which are our transfer advising guides. So each student can access the tags dependent upon what you want to major in, what university you would like to go to. And those are all online at all 5 of the colleges. You can look and see what would be necessary. So if you're going to major in mathematics and you'd like to, and they're for our top 15 transfer institutions. So we wouldn't include Georgetown yet, but it does include A&M San Antonio. It does include UT San Antonio, Texas State, all of the privates here, and in fact institutions in Austin. And we just formalized an agreement with Texas A&M Kingsville. So what a student can do is look at what institution they'd like to go to, what they would like to major in, and then see what courses are required for them as part of their pathway on that tag or advising guide. So your academic advisor can assist you with any questions that you have, and of course, as both Janice and Nathaniel have done, they've reached out to key individuals, faculty, staff, and others to be able to for support, to answer any questions, and then also for resources. So I think the other part of transfer that's very interesting is we have actually, you mentioned A&M San Antonio, so from 2012 to 2017, we transferred from all 5 of the Alamo colleges about 12,000 students to A&M San Antonio, including yourself. You were one of them. And then the other part is, if we looked at UTSA, over the same number of years, we transferred 30,000 students. So not only are we the largest provider of college opportunity within our community, but we're also one of the largest means of transfer to all universities, but the 2 publics, UT San Antonio, Texas A&M San Antonio. So I just want to thank you both. I want to thank Janice and Nathaniel for being here with us today on this inaugural seat at the table. So it's gotten a little colder as we're out here. There's a little bit more of a breeze, but that's all part of it. Our intent is really to be organic. There's a lot of fantastic stories that are occurring within our family in the Alamo colleges, and that is the intent of a seat at the table. That's really our goal, is to talk to the people that make the Alamo colleges experience so rich. So students, faculty, staff, and community partners as part of that. So I want to thank you both, and in fact, I think we have some thank you gifts here. And so from all of us to you, we have some more Northwest Vista swag. And so Nathan's already sporting that, but we have some more. And so I want to thank you for being with us this afternoon, both of you. I want to thank the folks out in the audience, and we'll see you soon. Our goal is to have 5 different seats at the tables throughout each one of the 5 colleges and to highlight all of these opportunities. Thank you very much.